Alright traders, BA here with how to set up the VWAP for your intraday charts. Alright, before we actually program it in, I like using the VWAP. It's a volume weighted average price. I like volume studies to confirm some of the technical studies I use, and the VWAP is by far the most important one that I refer to. It's really a dividing line between bullish and bearish trading, in the intraday time frame. So for that reason, I want to make sure that when I'm putting on short-term trades in the options market or anything, that I want price to be above that VWAP. If I'm betting against the price, I want it to be below the VWAP. So let's add the indicator, take a look at it, and go from there. Alright, so we have a price chart of lows up right now. It's in the daily time frame. The VWAP's only good for intraday time frames, folks. So let's go ahead and change this. I keep it on whatever you want to intraday. The time frame doesn't change the VWAP calculation as far as your data aggregation goes. The VWAP value will be the same on a 5-minute chart as it is on a 47-minute chart. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is the reference point that you want it to start calculating from. So I prefer the weekly time frame. So let's go ahead. This is a 15-minute chart of lows. Let's go up here, left click on studies, edit studies, type in VWAP, W-A-P. Alright, there it is. Just left click on it twice. Now click on this little gear, left click on it. First thing I want to do is it has an upper and lower band. I don't really like those, so I deselect them. That's all you have to do there. Alright, now go back to the VWAP itself, and again, I like seeing the data points, so I select that. Alright, also I like the weekly time frame, so up here change this from day to week. Left click, and there you have it. Alright, so this is the weekly VWAP. Look how on lows, I want you to look at once price gets below it, gravitates back up, it just can't get back above it, propels it down. One more rally back up and hugs it to a T, propels it back down. Okay, that's the nature of the VWAP. It's a lot of institutions pay attention to this calculation here, so it's very, very crucial. So all you have to do is just go back, and you can see the advantage of, once it gets below the VWAP, rallies up, touches it to a T, and then comes back down. So those are just some really, really great trades. If you did nothing intraday but have 15, 20 charts set up with the weekly VWAP, and when they make their first rally move below and then back up, and then you took positions against those, you would probably do pretty well. Again, trading's about specializing, and this is one way you could specialize in trading. I just use it as confirmations. Alright, also let me just toss another tidbit out here. Let's say you just want to trade strictly off of the VWAP itself. We have a weekly up here. Let's go up here and just left click on studies, edit studies, go back over here, type in VWAP again, left click on it twice. Now you've got two VWAPs showing. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave one set to the day and one set to the week and see what that looks like. Left click on the gear. Again, we want to deselect the bands because I don't like those, or they don't serve a purpose. Again, we're going to change this one to a circular connection and a different color. So the quicker daytime calculation for VWAP is going to be this color. The weekly is the magenta. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, so you could just take buy and sells on this thing here, keep you straight. Of course, you're subject to whipsaws like in anything else. And when those two ride together like that, that's a pretty good line right there to trade against. Good cross in this area right here, which leads you to higher prices. You get a cross up in here, keeps you long all the way through that move right there. Hey, listen, there's plenty of room for exploring anything I show you. You can build whatever foundation you want to on just one of these ideas right here. You do not have to have a multitude of things. These are free, and they're just as good as anything you'll pay money for. So why not use them? Use them to your advantage. You don't have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for complicated trading systems that you'll never know the code for when you have free stuff like this at your fingertips. All right, hope you enjoyed this little short video on the VWAP.